Welcome to our lecture with the hard ticks. In this presentation, we are going to focus on the genus Amblyomma. By the end of this lecture, students will be able to identify the morphological characteristics of the genus Amblyomma, describe the life cycle of Amblyomma species, recognize the key species of veterinary importance, analyze the impact of Amblyomma infestation on animal health, identify the major tick-borne pathogens vectored by Amblyomma, and formulate control and management strategies for Amblyomma ticks in livestock and companion animals. For the introduction, the genus Amblyomma belongs to the family Ixodidae, or the hard ticks. It contains over 130 species acting as major vectors for bacteria, protozoa, and rickettsial agents in domestic animals and humans. They are often referred to as ticks due to the bright color patterns on the scutum. For the distribution, they are mostly distributed on tropical and subtropical regions. The genus Amblyomma is characterized by its long mouth parts, now as shown in the diagram. So to identify the Amblyomma species, we have to start again with the mouth parts. So they are relatively long. So we'll start with the comparison between the palps and the basis capitulum. So in terms of the length of the palps, they are relatively longer compared to that of the basis capitulum. And that is one of the features that will identify the Amblyomma species. The figure on the right is not an Amblyomma species now because the palps are about as long as the basis capitulum, and the palpal segment are also as wide as broad. Another feature is the scutum. So we have ornamentation. Now the scutum is often adorned with bright color patterns. So that is an ornate scutum as shown in the diagram. We also have the presence of the eyes and the festoons, now as shown in the diagram. So the festoons are present at the posterior margin. The diagram shows the dorsal view of a male Amblyomma variegatum with identifying features of the genus Amblyomma. So we have here the mouth parts. So they have long hyposome and palps. We also have here the presence of the festoons that are 11 in total. So there are 11 festoons, and as you can see here, the legs are striped. Another anatomical distinction has to do with the shape of the basis capituli. So the basis capituli is usually rectangular for the genus Amblyomma. For the ventral portion of the body of the genus Amblyomma, they also have the absence of the ventral plate. Let's now proceed to the life cycle of the genus Amblyomma. So the species under the genus Amblyomma are considered to be three-host ticks, meaning that they will require three separate hosts to complete the life cycle from the larva to the nymph and to the adult. For the duration of the life cycle, since they are three-host ticks, so the duration is much longer, over 1 to 3 years, depending on the environment. For the activity, they are active hunters and they crawl toward the host. They are also known as ground-dwelling ticks. For the attachment site on the host, the adults often attach to the inguinal region, perineal, or the other areas. And for the sheep and the goats, the adult ticks will usually attach to the interdigital spaces. This is a diagram showing the life cycle of the Amblyomma variegatum. We have here the adult laying eggs, hatching into larvae. The larvae will attach to its first host and feed. The engorged larvae will drop off and they will be present in the shelter in grass and molt into the nymph. The nymph will now attach to the second host and they will drop off to the ground, particularly on grasses and shelter. And the engorged nymphs shelter in grass and molt into adults, male and female. So the adults will attach to the third host and they will feed, and the engorged female will lay its 1,000 eggs on the grass. The diagram shows the attachment sites of the bontic of the genus Amblyomma. So we have here the flank. The hairless parts of the lower body are mainly serve as the attachment site for cattle. So we have the flank, the axilla, the dewlap and the neck skin, the stomach, the perineum, and the perianal area shown in the diagram. For the important species, we are going to start with the Amblyomma variegatum. So this is also known as the tropical bond tick. They are important vector of the Ehrlichia ruminantium, which is the causative agent of heart water in Africa and the Caribbean. They cause severe skin wounds. Its common name is derived from its bright, contrasting coloration, as shown in the diagram, and the fact that it is common in the tropical regions in Africa, as shown in this map. We also have the Amblyomma hebreum, also known as the South African bond tick, no, because its main distribution is confined to South Africa. It is a major vector of Ehrlichia ruminantium and Rickettsia africae. The E. ruminantium is a major cause. It is a causative agent for heart water. We also have the Amblyomma americanum, also known as the Lone Star tick. So this species is described to be a very aggressive tick that bites humans. For its hosts include cattle, deer, dogs, and humans. It is widely distributed in the northeast, south, and midwest United States, and they are characterized by white spot on the female scutum. Another important species is the Amblyomma maculatum, also known as the Gulf Coast tick. This tick species can transmit Rickettsia parkeri, the causative agent of spotted fever rickettsiosis in humans, and Hepatozoon americanum, the cause of American canine hepatozoonosis in dogs. The Amblyomma maculatum or the Gulf Coast tick infestations can also result in gutch ear in livestock, as shown in the diagram, which is characterized by swelling and drooping of the ear and can even result in necrosis. For the direct effects of the genus Amblyomma, they can cause painful bites, large wounds leading to secondary bacterial infections or myiasis, lameness due to attachment in the interdigital spaces, and severe infestations can cause anemia and production losses. So for the indirect effects of the genus Amblyomma, so they are important, no, because they cause vector-borne diseases, starting with the heart water or the cordriosis. This is a severe, often fatal, up to 90% mortality, tick-borne disease of domestic and wild ruminants caused by Ehrlichia ruminantium, and it is characterized by high fever, nervous signs, and fluid accumulation in the heart and the lungs. And this is, of course, endemic, in the sub-Saharan Africa and Caribbean. It also vectors the Ehrlichia japensis and Ehrlichia ewengi, which causes ehrlichiosis. We also have the Cytoxoon felis in cats. This is vectored by A. americanum, and it is also an important vector of Rickettsia parkeri and Rickettsia africae, causing the tick bite fever. For the control and prevention, this includes the acaricide treatment, dipping or spraying the animal, although this can be difficult due to widespread distribution of the ticks in pasture. For the management practices, we have the rotational grazing and pasture management in order to disrupt the free host cycle, regular inspection of the livestock and companion animals for the presence of the tick, and the use of the acaricide impregnated leg bands for cattle and goats to reduce lameness. For the summary table for the genus Amblyomma, starting with the Amblyomma variegatum. So they are mainly distributed in Africa and the Caribbean. They are the key pathogen or the key vector for Ehrlichia ruminantium, causing heart water. And for the important feature, they have large mouth parts and they cause skin damage. For the Amblyomma ebreuum, they are mainly distributed in southern Africa, and they vector Ehrlichia ruminantium, and they are mainly attached to the scrotal and the udder of the cattle and the sheep. We also have the Amblyomma americanum. They are mainly distributed in North America, and they are important vectors for Ehrlichia spp and C. felis, and they are characterized by white spot on the female scutum. For the Amblyomma maculatum, it is mainly found or distributed in North America, and they are vectors for Rickettsia parkeri, and they are for the important feature they can cause Gotch ear in cattle. In conclusion, the amblyomma ticks are large, three-host ornamented ticks. Their long mouthparts cause significant skin damage and enable high-volume blood ingestion. They are also critical vectors of heart, water, and emerging zoonotic rickettsial diseases, and the control requires a combination of chemical application and habitat management.